Yep, that's me. You're probably wondering how I ended up in this situation.
Someone recently commented, stop being lazy when it comes to my E36 build here. And what I think is really going on is just the lack of confidence and fear that I have of messing this up. I need to push through that and make some progress. So today, that is what's gonna happen. So you may be wondering, if you're scared, if you lack the confidence, why are you doing this? Well, there's a couple reasons. Self-growth, learning what I don't know. But the biggest proponent is I love automobiles. I love anything that goes. And the reason for that is because of this book that I received from my parents when I was young. I'm probably like 5 or 6. And what stood out to me the most is this red vehicle right here on the front, this Porsche 911. Ever since I've had this book, looking at the different automobiles and the things that go in this world, I've had an incredible passion for cars. Thank you, parents, for giving me this gift and curse of a very expensive hobby, but that I'm truly passionate about. And I think that's where the fear comes in, is I don't want to mess this up. So what's the worst that could happen if I mess this up? Well, it could hurt my wallet, of course, and my pride, but I want to save vehicles, especially like this one, who are old, and preserve them. But probably my pride and my wallet are gonna be the biggest ones that take a hit. But I mean, I got plenty of that going around, obviously. So the first order of business is replacing one of these stud bolts like this one right here. Because unfortunately, it stayed on the old valve cover and I can't get it off. So I have the replacement here. I have to get this into that hole without dropping anything, which is gonna be a very interesting time. And you know, I was in here the other day trying to put it in here and it just wasn't threading right like it is right now. And I don't know if that's just because I mangled it trying to get out the cover, or the bolt I got isn't right. I did my research on the internet and it said put a little Loctite on the bottom of this and don't use a torque wrench, don't torque it down, and just put it in there. Well, you know, that's what the internet said. That's what I'm gonna go with. I'm hoping the fact that I'm using some of this doesn't mean this is gonna back out or be catastrophic in the end, so let's get that done. Now, I did blow out this hole with some compressed air, so hopefully nothing is in there. Is it bad? I don't know which way this is supposed to turn. Is it righty-tighty, lefty-loosey? Definitely. Ooh, it almost came out on me. Oh no, this is gonna be bad. It's definitely righty-tighty. Oh, look at that. All right. It's in there. Look at that. I got it in there. I'm proud of myself. Now I just have to prepare the new gasket and the new valve cover, which is right here, with some sealer. I got some high temp stuff. Hopefully this is gonna work just fine. I just noticed something with my new valve cover though. There's like a patch. I don't know why I didn't notice this before. I'm gonna trust it though. I'm just gonna trust it because my other one's not any better. And then I have to put some sealer on here, and I'm gonna clean this a little up with some brake clean and stuff, especially these half moons back here, because I hear that they're a pain for people. It's also like, why would BMW engineer an engine like this? To be in that room, that would have been interesting. I cleaned everything up with brake clean around the edges here. I need to put some silicone on these like little corners where there's like a seam, and then do the half moon. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I am very nervous about this. Maybe being a little too generous with this stuff, but I just want everything to be okay. It kind of feels like pastels. You know, ever mess with pastels? Oh, I put it on backwards. Okay, I think that's good. Let's go to the next one. Now for the gasket itself. This is so difficult with those half moons back there. Okay, so the gasket is up here. I did probably use a little bit too much RTV in the back. I probably used too much overall. Nice. It's so scary because I can't see the back. And it's not like centered, I guess. It's like drooping over here. I don't like that. I have these new rubber grommets that I got. I'm gonna put in all the holes where they go. But like it's sliding down. I watched videos on this. They say to work your way from the middle outward. I guess that's what we'll do. Maybe as I put the bolts in here, we'll start to line up correctly. And of course I'm gonna torque these down. I'm going to get all of these bolts in here, at least hand tightened, and then I'll go back and torque them from the center out. I've never used a torque wrench before, so you're gonna see that happen. I got most of the bolts on. Actually, I got all of them but one. That back bolt where I had to replace the stud, because I forgot the bolt was stuck to the stud, and it still is. I don't know if someone used Loctite on this, but I can't get it undone. So I think I'm gonna have to order another bolt.
I did end up ordering that bolt. I mean, it may have been a month later, but I did it. So let's jump to the future and see how that goes.
Having never used a torque wrench before, I had to do some research on actually how to use this thing. I found the torque spec for this is 89 inch-pounds, and I have an inch-pounds torque wrench right here. Now we look at this side right here, and we have to line this 0 up with 80, which is that bottom dash mark. So I just need to turn this. That's at 80, and then we got to go to 9, so this would be 89. That's 89. Is that what I was looking for? Oh yeah. I thought the click would be way more satisfying.
And there we go. The valve cover gasket has been installed. I have completed a big project on this car for once, and I'm really proud of myself. I hope you've enjoyed this journey. It has been a very interesting one. Please like, please subscribe, and we're going to continue learning what we don't know. And hey, speaking of learning what we don't know, I've never changed my own oil before. So, next video is going to be interesting.